guys, it's Allison. I am just here with another process video. This one is a little bit different because I specifically used scraps. I didn't use any full pieces of paper except for the background. I used one to mat my cardstock and I used cardstock. So what I'm doing here is I'm using my new Artist Loft watercolors. And I only use one color, but I was really excited to play with them, but I just didn't want to go crazy. So I just used one color. So I just use that light blue, and I just do half the page, and then I do some, I flick the brush to make it a little bit splattery. So yeah, I really like these. I'm still very new at using watercolors, so yeah, so those are the scraps I'm using. And here I am just trying to find something to map my photo on. This is a photo of my son. I totally used it in my project life already, but now I'm using it in this because I regularly do that. So this is a piece of paper from Pink Fresh Studio Up in the Clouds collection. I'm not sure the name of the paper. Maybe you can read it, but I can't in my tiny little editing screen. So then I ripped it off to create an exciting detail, I guess. And then, yeah, so now I'm just going through my scraps again. This one is by Fancy Pants from the Summer Sun collection, I believe. Sorry if you can hear noise. My husband's trying to keep my son entertained while I do this, because he should be sleeping, but he won't. So, yeah. So I'm just matting my photo again, / creating some layers, and then this is just me trying to figure out what will look good. This is a piece of paper. That orange one is from the Amy Tan. I think it's from Plus One or something by Amy Tan anyway. This Fox one is really old and I don't know what company it's by. I'm sorry, but I wanted to use it. I do end up using it. I don't love the blue shade, but I was like, when am I going to find an opportunity to use that that's appropriate, you know? This one is from Fancy Pants Summer Sun as well. So I totally messed this up. Because normally I can rip it in a straight line, but I don't know what happened here, so I just cut it off and then put the layer to the side a bit. And then I use this orange piece from Amy Tan. It's just, I have a paper pad with this on it. I don't know. When I started scrapbooking, I bought paper pads because I wasn't as picky about the papers that I use, and now I don't know. I buy 6x6 paper pads all the time. But 12x12s, I don't know. I just feel like I have, I think I have 4 or 5 of them from when I first started scrapbooking, and I still have a ton of stuff from them just because I find I don't use them. I have never paid full price for one though. All the ones I bought were on sale for $10 or something, because I don't want to pay. In Canada, it's depending on where you go, between $20 and $30 for a paper pad. In the States, I probably would buy them, but I think if you love a whole collection, buy that 12x12 paper pad, but it's just too hard to find in Canada as well most of the time. So I'm just using that Fox paper. Sorry, my head is there. And some vellum, and I put those staples in, and then I immediately took them out. So I'm just using some pop dots. And this is just me looking through paper pads for something to put my whole piece of cardstock on, and then I use the one from Amy Tan. Sorry, I didn't realize I left that part in. So yeah, I just used this one. Just because I did use gesso as well, so my paper curled. So I just wanted to put it down on something to make it flatter, which definitely works. That's one of the things I like about the 12x12 paper pads, though, that you can use them for stuff like this, because, I don't know, I've had that piece of paper for a really long time. I don't think I'm going to use it otherwise, so yeah. So now I'm going to go through my embellishments first instead of my chipboard stickers. And I just sped through this because you guys don't need to see this part. I just went through my orange and blue because that's basically all that's on this layout. It's a very boy heavy layout, but my son is a boy and he's wearing an orange and blue towel. So, and I mean, there is green from the change table pad, but Honestly, I realized from that last layout I did that I don't love green, so from that last layout I did with green in it. I don't know if it was the most recent one. So this little frame is from the pack of frames from Poolside by Crate Paper. I know I use a lot of frames, so I'm just pulling out my chipboard stickers now. I was fixing this one because it got all crinkly. And then this is from Amy Tan. I think it's from the Stitch collection. I'm not 100% sure. That doily is from Doodlebug. This is from the Poolside. Obviously you can see the Poolside chipboard shapes. I'm just popping this up a little bit. Just this piece of that thing, whatever it says, life, and then I can't read the rest because it's too small. So I'm just going through them now. That little orange label, I don't know what it's from. It doesn't end up on the layout anyway, but I don't know where the orange label is from. So now I'm just looking through my stickers, trying to find anything with blue or orange on it, which is kind of hard. Also, I think when you use mixed media on a layout, that it just needs so much less embellishing than you would think. So I go through the standouts from the Poolside collection, and I totally like cut them up and everything, and then I don't end up using them. I wanted to, but I just felt like this. There's red in that, like reddish pink. I guess it's probably pink. And even though the blue is the right color, I just didn't want to add another color to my layout. And then that sun I wanted to use, but it just wasn't the right color either. They do hang out here for a while though, but before I take them off, I like to cut these up and just put them in with my ephemera. I just cut the like plastic sheet on the back up and I put them in with their color. And this is a little accident I have where I tipped it and then the embellishments went underneath. And I had to like rip it up to get them out because I got stuck, which sucks. But yeah, so just gluing down that frame, and then there's a little tag to the side there, which you can't really see until later on I put a sticker on it, and then you can see it a bit better. And I just try to find some embellishment clusteriness. I really need to work on being able to make 3 embellishment clusters. I find that on most of the layouts I do, I only do 2. I really wanted to use this, but it just didn't really go with the theme because this is just my son after he took a bath, so it just didn't really go with the theme, and that just wasn't the right color of orange. So yeah, I'm just like looking through my stickers and being like, my son is mad. Don't worry, my husband is out there with him, so he's okay. And this one I think says fun or so fun, and it's just from the Summer Vibes collection by Simple Stories. It's from their like line thing. And this camera is from there as well, and I ended up putting that on Pop Dots, and I don't know why. I don't know if you see me do this, but I don't think you did see it. I put tape or glue between that and the sticker for some weird reason. So I'm just taking this down because my poolside. God, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. My Poolside collection chipboard stickers they're not stickers. They just rip. So I was just gluing that down, and then I find this from Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy, and even though it's not the right color of orange, I just really like that it had a little bit of red and a little bit of blue in it, which are the other colors from my layout, so I decided to use that instead of that label because I didn't know what I was going to put on that label anyway, so it was just easier to not use that label and use this instead. So now I'm just looking through my letter stickers for something to put. Or I'm looking for my thickers, sorry. So I use those ones, which are little gray ones. I don't know the name of them. Then I use these Amy Tan stickers. They're like called remarks. I don't really know. They're like the ones that are clear. Well, not clear, but like sort of clear. So I just write bath time, boy, which is a bit cheesy, but I don't know, after you've been scrapbooking for a while, it's hard not to use the same title over and over again. I'm sure I have, but as long as it's not within like a few layouts of each other, I don't think you're going to notice. Yeah. I really like these, but they're really hard to use because I find most of the time you can't read them because if you have anything that's not white behind them, it's hard to read them. So now I'm just looking through my tiny word stickers and other sort of phrase stickery things. The blue and yellow ones are from Amy Tan, and then these are all from Simple Stories. I don't know what collections they're from. They're all mixed up, so. And I have a ton of them, so. I was just trying to find something to make it work there, and I decided that little camera didn't work, and that this like little hello does work. I don't know. I feel like I regularly put the word hello on layouts, and it doesn't really need to make sense, I guess, because it's just like a greeting. I put that yellow one on, and then I decided I didn't like it, so I decided to go with with blue instead. So I'm just putting a couple of those down. And then I realize this isn't straight, and then I stick it back on. Still not straight. I stick it back on. But now I realize that camera is not really straight. It's going to bug me. Maybe I'll go back and fix it, because I don't think that I fixed it on here. And then I use this because it says Splish Splash, which I know is supposed to be like the pool, but you splash in the bathtub too. Or at least you can, so. I just put it on that little tag, and it gets lost in there. I don't know, does anyone ever do this, like flip it so that it's closer to you, and then stick it on? Now I'm just thinking, and I use this, I think it says right here, right now, or something like that. I could be wrong, but maybe it doesn't say that. I don't know. So then I just move that, I think that one says Smitten, up there, and I think after this, I'm just going to pull out some enamel dots, and I'm going to look through my puffy stickers but not actually use any of them, and some of those brats. I do use one. I'm trying to use them. They're just hard to use because they're so big. So yeah, I end up just sticking it there for like another little layer. I don't love it, but I want to use them up. They're just so big. It's hard. And then I basically only end up using one sheet of enamel dots. I think I'm going to use those Michael's ones, and then I just use these ones from Simple Stories instead. They're from the, I think it's All Boy or something, that new collection that I can't remember the name of. And I really like the colors of the ones I chose, and I think I'm going to use these, but I totally don't. So yeah, I basically just stick a bunch of enamel dots all around. I love adding enamel dots. Enamel dots are like my favorite thing, I think like out of every collection, I always have to buy the ephemera and the enamel dots. And then I like to buy the sticker sheet as well if I really like the collection. But I always make sure that I buy the ephemera and the enamel dots. And then I like to buy the stickers and the 6x6 paper pad. That's like my favorite thing to buy out of every collection. Anyway, there was the close-ups, and here are some photos. I hope you guys like this video. I know this layout wasn't very new, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, thanks, bye!